Dear Diary, last month I schoolgirl crushed hard over 1970s Bobby De Niro, rewatched a couple of films I always thought were faves but actually now despise, and came to a hot take about Emily Blunt that totally bummed me out. Here's everything I watched in April. I started the month off bleak, watching I Know This Much Is True, which is a drama miniseries that came out in 2020 starring Mark Ruffalo. Between this and last year's Task, Ruffalo has mastered the sad man on screen aesthetic. It's an emotional wallop and a total kick in the heart, but it's worth the watch purely for the acting and writing alone. Then I rewatched Fight Club because I clearly wanted more sad, angry men representation, and I realized something. I don't actually give a flying fuck about this movie. I keep watching this thing, thinking I like it, but I don't, and I keep forgetting that I don't like it. I just don't care about Tyler Durden or anything happening on screen. I then watched Stand By Me, which was a first-time watch for me, and it was fine, ... The young boys were sweet, and I completely understand everyone's love for River Phoenix in this movie, but I just don't think this one's going to stay in my head. The movie is so overhyped, and maybe I went in with too high of an expectation. But yeah, honestly, left this one shrugging and being like, yeah, all right, sweet. I then had a great time with the documentary Hans Zimmer, Hollywood Rebel. Hans is my guy, one of my all-time favorite composers, and it was a joy to hang out with him for 60 minutes. He's such a cool dude, and it's going to be a really sad day for all of us when he hangs up his synthesizers. All right, let's talk about the worst thing I watched this month. Hands down, that was Civil War, a movie that had the opportunity to really say something about contemporary America and the state of journalism, and in my opinion, says and serves nothing. I took myself on a solo date to see the drama and just had the best time. I haven't laughed that hard in the cinema in a long time. Everything about this was my cup of soup. My Bobby De Niro crush circa 1970s started when I watched The Deer Hunter, a movie that on paper isn't my thing at all. You know, it's very American, patriotic, sentimental, and totally Oscar coded. And it really doesn't say anything about war other than the obvious war equals bad. But I found myself getting completely swept up in the story. Bobby De Niro is really hot in this, super endearing, and the Russian roulette scenes that everyone and their dog always howls about are really that bitch. They're very, very effective. My De Niro mood continued with a rewatch of Meet the Parents, a beloved film from my childhood. Bobby is just serving cat the entire time, and that dinner scene still puts me on the floor with how funny it is. I ended the month by rewatching The Devil Wears Prada, so much fun, can't wait to see the new movie. I did leave the movie a little sad though, because I honestly think it's Emily Blunt's best performance, and it's also her breakthrough performance, and it's also from 20 years ago. I just think she's so good in this movie. Like, she keeps showing up in dramas, and I don't get it. This bitch is funny, put her in more comedies. And that was my month. Later, diary.